Good morning, everyone. This is Vikram Desai, and today we are going to go ahead and learn about Information Technology in Accountancy Part 1. And we are going to learn about for SY BAF SEM 3. The topic that we are going to learn today is about e commerce. Now, e commerce, what is e commerce? E commerce is an electronic commerce in general concept covering any form of business transaction or information exchange executed using information and communication technologies. That is what is e-commerce, electronic commerce. As we know, in the current situation, everyone is going ahead and using the medium of electronic exchange. We are paying bills, we are paying different kinds of things, we are going ahead and doing our daily activities with the help of electronic commerce. So electronic commerce has become an important part of our life because of the improvement in the computers, because of the improvement in the technology. We are going ahead and using this electronic commerce. This has made our life easy. Now we don't have to go ahead and stand in different queues, and we don't have to go out and spend time for going ahead and paying my bills or for searching any information. Everything is I go out and get through my e-commerce. Now, e-commerce is divided into three categories, that is electronic market. First thing is it is a virtual representation of physical market. What do you mean by physical market? It is when we go out and talk about normal market, we go ahead, we see the particular product, and then we decide whether to purchase it or not. But in electronic market it is not so. In electronic market we can see the images, we can go ahead and differentiate between them, we can compare the product, and then we can decide whether we have to go out and purchase this particular product or no. There are various range of offerings that are there. When we go to physical store, at that time we might go ahead and get only one or two brands over there for any particular goods, but in electronic market I can have multiple brands. I can even go out and check out the comparison between different brands, and then I can purchase that product. That is how the purchase decision becomes much more easier. The second part that we are going to see is electronic data interchange. Electronic data provides an standardized system for coding trade transactions so that they can be communicated directly from one computer system to another computer system. Now the data moves from one system to another. The minute I go out and enter the data, it starts searching on the net. That is, an electronic data interchange takes place between two computers, and the information is displayed to us. This information goes ahead and takes place in fraction of seconds. And that is how it is very important for us to go ahead and use the electronic data interchange. And the third part that is divided is internet commerce. Now, information and communication technologies can also be used to advertise and make off sales of a wide range of goods and services. That is, with the help of internet commerce, I can sell product, I can purchase product, I can go out and do small kind of business through internet commerce, wherein I don't have to physically go out and store goods at my place and go out and do the business. Internet commerce is the best way to go out and do the business. Now, let us go ahead and ahead and see what are the features of my e-commerce. The first very important feature is uh, it is ubiquity. Ubiquity means what? It is what means it is found everywhere. Wherever I go, I can go ahead and use internet, and I can go ahead and use my e-commerce with the active internet connection. At times what happens is whenever I have to go to a store at that particular time, I have a time boundary, I have a time limitation that I can go to a store from 10 to 9 in the morning, or I can go ahead and I can go within the stipulated time in the evening. But here I can go ahead and purchase my product anytime whenever I am free. I might go ahead and look into the product after I complete all my daily routine, and before the EOD, before I go to sleep, I can go ahead and search the product and order it. That is the main feature of e-commerce. The next thing is global reach. I can go ahead and say do the survey, or I can go ahead and hunt the products throughout the whole world. There is no boundary or there is no limitation for me to go ahead and hunt for particular product within the limited boundary. Wherever I want, I can reach wherever it's possible. There are When I go and do certain products, or if I sell certain products through e-commerce, there are universal standards that are set. I just cannot go ahead and sell the product as per my wish. There are certain standards that we need to go ahead and follow, and that has to be followed throughout the universe. It is one of the unusual feature that we have, because everyone can go ahead and order the product from throughout the world. So standards are set for them. It is There is richness. It refers to richness in providing information to the consumer. All the detailed information can be found on the website or about the product, and then we can go ahead and decide whether to purchase this product or not. We can go ahead and get up to date information about everything. We can also go ahead and have information regarding in audio visual mode also, wherein I can go and actually hear about that product, or I can see different videos about that product and then decide. Interactivity. Now, e-commerce also allows two-way communication between merchant and consumer. At times, when I go ahead and when I open particular website, I can go ahead and have different people interacting with me, or with the help of chat support, I can go ahead and chat with the particular customer service executive, and I can solve all my queries, and then I can go ahead and decide whether I should purchase this product or not. So this kind of interactivity is very rarely found when we go to the physical shop, because there is only one particular brand, or might be hardly two or three brands that are available. Sometimes it happens that that particular customer, a particular person at the store also might not be able to go ahead and answer our queries. But here it does not happen in that form. Here we can also go ahead and ask for an email for the product information. Next comes information density. Now, internet is making information more useful and important than ever. It becomes more plentiful, less expensive, and higher quality can be delivered. Now, when I go and hunt for the information on the internet, it is absolutely free. I don't have to pay for it. So it is very much less expensive. If at times if I go out and ask for the product brochure from someone, they at times they charge us for the courier charges, or they ask us to come and collect the information. So my time is spent on that particular thing. But here I can go ahead and get it in fraction of seconds. Next comes personalization. Now, merchants can target their marketing messages to specific individuals by adjusting the message to a person's name. There can be a personalized emails that we can receive, or we can go and get a personalized message. So that becomes a great deal. That is, it feels as if we are going ahead and some of the customer service executives personally addressing us. Next comes social networking. Now, merchant can allow the user to create and share content in the form of our text, videos, or it can be music, photos with worldwide community. I can go ahead and spread this throughout the world. That is the major thing in social networking. Nowadays, as we know, we are very much social on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and different social networking sites. So we can go ahead and use this also to go ahead and check about the product. That is the basic features of e-commerce. Now let us see the advantages of e-commerce. What are the advantages of e-commerce? The very first advantage is overcome geographical limitation. There is no geographical limitation to go ahead and purchase the product. I can move throughout the whole world, and I can select the product from whichever part of the world I want to. So there is no particular boundary limit that comes in if I want to go ahead and purchase the particular product. Gain new customers with search engine visibility. There are new customers that can be gained with the help of search engines that are available. So every now and then people throughout the world might go out and find our product, or they can go out and search our product through search engine, and that is how I can build my customer base. It is very important to go out and do that first. Now here what happens is, on retail is also driven by traffic from search engines. So there are certain search engines because of which the traffic jam might go out and take place. But then that is routed properly through e-commerce business. I am sure that if it takes little bit of long time, but still in next fraction of seconds, the information will be available to me. Next comes lower cost. Now here there are what the main advantage is, the cost of the product is also low because there are no middlemen involved. Directly the product can be ordered through the manufacturer. Plus there is no transport cost that we have to go out and incur, or it is time saving rather than time consuming. So It is always better to go ahead and order product through online so that we can go ahead and have that product at a very low cost. Here the cost, like the customer, when we go to the shopkeeper goes ahead and tries to go ahead and have an extra charge on us because he has to pay rent, electricity bill, and lot of different expenses are there. He tries to recover that from us, but here no such costs are involved, so we go ahead and get that product at a lower cost. Next, locate the product quicker. We can go ahead and locate the product quickly rather than going ahead and roaming here and there. I can go ahead and go to the website and I can find the product through the navigation, and I can go ahead and read the features about the product and even go ahead and quickly select the product which I would like to purchase. It eliminates time, travel time and cost. The very important thing is if I don't have time during the daytime, I can go ahead and order my product anytime during the night as well. Your 24-hour service is available, whereas if I want to visit a particular shop, I need to go ahead and have particular time. Now, suppose if I want to go ahead and purchase any electronic product and I want to go ahead and visit any electronic big showroom, at that particular time, the traveling time might be there. In my nearby vicinity, there might not be an electronic showroom. So I have to travel all the way to different place, and then I have to go ahead and incur cost for traveling as well. Here, all that things are what that are not involved because here there is no traveling cost. It is only through the internet that we go and get the information. Provide comparison shopping. As I have told earlier, also we can compare different products and then we can decide. So, like comparison with different products and then shopping the product is very easy. I can easily go ahead and do that. Enable deals, bargains, coupons, and group buying. Now here there are different deals that can be taken care. There can be bargains that can take place. There are various websites that goes ahead and gives us coupons so that we can go ahead and get the product at a discount. Some of the websites, they even go ahead and give us group buying. They give us discount on group buying. If I go ahead and buy the product together, I can go ahead and get the discount on that. So that is really a very big deal that I can go ahead and do through e-commerce. Provide abundant information. Here slightest information about everything is given, small to small information is given. Like if I sorry, purchase product, if I purchased any particular product at that particular, suppose I purchase mobile phone, so the detailed information about its camera, the pixel, even the length and breadth, even its width, everything, all the information is given in detail. So that is very much useful, which I do not go ahead and get it when I go to the local store. Create targeted communication. Now this year, whenever I go ahead and do e-commerce, I can target my customers. I can go ahead and bifurcate them into the age groups, and then accordingly I can go ahead and I can sell my product here. So that customers that they come, they are targeted customer, that is only that particular age group can go ahead and use that information. Now if I go ahead and check out with Amazon, what happens in Amazon is we have different categories into it. We can shop through categories. Now there we are able to go ahead and purchase product right from the newborn baby till the old person. So different age groups are targeted there and the products are sold accordingly. Remain open all the time. So my like the business is open throughout all 12 through 24 by 7. There is no close time for it like other shopkeepers have limited time. Here it is all time open, so I can go ahead and always purchase the product at whichever convenient time that I have. It might be early morning, it might be in the afternoon, it might be late at night. Create markets for niche products. Now it is what buyers and sellers of niche products can find it difficult to locate each other in the physical world. So through online, it becomes very easy for them to go out and hunt for each other and we can purchase the product. Like sometimes people go out and want absolute parts instead of thrashing old equipments for lack of space. We can go ahead and look at parts of those products and we can repair that particular product and reuse that. So that is the advantage of online shopping and as well as e-commerce. I can locate everything on this e-commerce. But as you know, every coin has heads and tails. Same way, every part has advantages and disadvantages. There are few disadvantages also as compared to the advantages, but advantages are always more and there are hardly few disadvantages that we are going to see. The first one is e-commerce lacks personal touch. Now, when I want to go out and purchase any product from the shop, I can personally go there, I can touch it, I can feel it, but that facility is not available when it comes to e-commerce. Sometimes it might happen that the product really looks very good on the website, but when it actually goes ahead and comes at our doorstep, it might look little bit different. The color may vary, but that does not happen when we actually go in the shop. We go ahead and see the physical product, so we come to know about the color and everything in detail. E-commerce delay goods. Now, e-commerce always goes ahead and delays goods in the sense, if I go ahead and order the product today, I won't get that product immediately at in the by evening. It will take at least 1 day time for delivery. But if I'm really in like a need of the product immediately, I might not go to e-commerce, or I might not go to online shopping. Then I would rather go ahead and select the regular shop. But if I want to really go ahead and get the product, and if the product is really good, I can wait for it and I can order it right now and can get the delivery after 2 days. But sometimes we have to go ahead and have that product immediately, and so we cannot go ahead and use e-commerce at that time. Some goods cannot be purchased online. There are certain goods that we cannot go out and purchase online, like we have perishable goods or we have odd size goods. Perishable goods, like if I want to go out and purchase coriander, or if I want to go out and purchase spinach, it might become difficult for me to go out and get it on the same day. If I do not get it on the same day, it might go I might not be able to go out and use it the next day, because these are perishable vegetables, they get perished very quickly. So it becomes difficult for me to purchase perishable items. E-commerce does not allow you to explain the product before purchase. Now, as there is no physical contact, or if there is no physical touch for the product might not we might not be able to go out and experience the product before purchasing. When we physically look at the product, at times the shopkeeper gives us the demo, and then we decide whether to purchase this product or no. But then that is not available in the e-commerce. Anyone can set up an e-commerce website now. Any person can go out and set up an e-commerce website. So there are no restrictions to go out and set an e-commerce website. Online stores provides or brings you the ability to set up an e-commerce store within minutes. I don't have to go out and do a lot of paperwork to go out and set up a website. But again, how much reliable it is, it depends. Next is security. Again, security is very important. As you know, there are a lot of cyber crimes that goes ahead and takes place. So when we go ahead and make online purchase, there is a risk to go ahead and do that. So the proper security has to be maintained. If it is not maintained, it could lead to go ahead and have a fraud, or it could lead to go ahead and have any kind of scams. The next part that we are going to see in e-commerce is various types of e-commerce. Now, e-commerce can go ahead and take place between different people. It might be from between the manufacturer and the wholesaler. It might be between the wholesaler and the retailer. It might be directly manufacturer up to directly customers. Now, there are different ways that are available, but e-commerce has bifurcated this in different types. The first type that we are going to see is business to business. What is business to business? Now, business to business e-commerce encompasses where the person or the particular manufacturer and the purchaser purchase the product not for personal use, but with the clear aim of reselling that product. That is called as an business to business. Now, business to business is typically operated with an electronic commerce, like the wholesalers typically go out and deal that, like they purchase goods from manufacturer, and like the wholesaler goes ahead and sells goods to the retailers directly through online. That is business to business. Second is business to consumer. Business to consumer type refers to the type of e-commerce that is distinguished by the establishment of electronic business relationships between business and final consumer, directly from the business to the final consumer. If I go ahead and purchase good through Amazon, it is business to consumer. Amazon is there to go ahead and make the business, and directly we consumers go ahead and purchase the product from there. We order it from there, and they send the product at our doorstep. That is business to consumer type. Next comes to consumer type. Consumer to consumer type is one consumer is going ahead and selling product to another consumer, but they are not professional sellers. They just want to go ahead and sell the product for different ways or different means. Like if I go ahead, and if you must be aware of an OLX, what does an OLX do? OLX goes ahead and sells everything, second-hand cars, everything they go ahead and sell. So one consumer goes ahead, and if he wants to go ahead and sell the product, he can go ahead and upload the images on OLX, and the other consumer approaches him, and the deal can be done. That is consumer to consumer approach. Next comes consumer to business approach. Now here, the complete reversal of the traditional sense of exchanging goods takes place, wherein a large number of individuals make their services or product available for purchase for companies seeking precisely these types of services or products. Like sugarcane farmers, they can go ahead and have consumer to business. The sugarcane industry fellow can go ahead, and sugar manufacturing industry can approach to various farmers and get their sugarcane purchased from there. So that is consumer to business. Next is business to administration. Now, this part of e-commerce encompasses all transactions conducted online between companies and public administration. So there are various services that are there that can be recently used, like investments can take place between business to administration. So all these facilities that we go and use are recorded here. Next is consumer to administration. The consumer to administration model encompasses all electronic transactions conducted between individual and public administration. Whatever administration work does can be taken care of. So there are what examples of applications that can be included are education. Now disseminating information, distance learning, etc. Everything comes under e-commerce. There is social security. Through the distribution of information, making payments, etc., we can have a social security. Taxes that we go out and pay, again, it is an e-commerce. Nowadays, we directly go out and pay taxes online. Health, we can fix appointments, we can get information about illness, we can go out and pay to the health services directly online. We don't have to rely on anyone. So both the models, that is business to administration and consumer to administration, are strongly associated with the idea of efficiency and easy usability of the services provided to citizens by the government, which the support of information and communication technologies goes ahead and takes place. That is how that important it is to go ahead and get the things done. So e-commerce plays a very important role in everyone's life, and everyone has got used to the e-commerce. The next part of e-commerce we are going to go ahead and continue in the next lecture. Thank you so much.